Hey guys, and I want to tell you guys about my tooth surgery. Actually, two of them, to be exact. So I did get this idea from Kaitlyn Flames, and by watching her video, it reminded me of mine. When I was little, I never really think I had a fear of the dentist, but to confess, I didn't know the dentist was optional until I got into high school. When I went to the dentist, I usually didn't get a toy. I got candy. Like, you're at the dentist. What kind of dentist gives you candy for being a good patient? Candy, the stuff that rots your teeth. Anywho, I didn't have my very first surgery until high school. I don't remember exactly how this happened, but I think I was chewing on something hard. I was in the bathroom fiddling around with my mouth, and that's when I felt it. Turns out I chipped one of my teeth, and it was sharp. And even though I told my mom about it, I still had to deal with it for a long while. And here was a weird part about all my dentists. They were all guys. Every single one. Actually, I did have one girl dentist, but she left. So I actually went to this dentist that were terrible at their job. Terrible. But they did seem really nice. So when they had to pull out my tooth, they put me under and pulled out the tooth. That was just one appointment. I was walking around school with a big giant hole in my mouth. And then it took them forever to get the implant in for that darn tooth. And to make matters worse, when I feel around in my mouth, I feel a really smooth tooth. I actually feel two now because of another one. Now, I'm sure most of you have got your wisdom teeth taken out. I have. They put me under for that too. And around that time, I still believed in the tooth fairy, so I wanted my wisdom teeth to put them in my tooth fairy pillow, hoping I would get some money for it. But they took those teeth, and I was so upset about it. Very upset. And they didn't even give me candy or a toy, which made it worse. So let's move on a few years to age 19 to 20. I used to go to this dentistry school called A.T. Still University. I highly recommend it. Please go there. It's super cheap, and they get the job done. It was actually the first time I saw the x-ray of my implant was at A.T. Still University. And when they were doing my mouth for a while, my female doctor noticed that I needed a root canal. And that was going to suck. It took 5 appointments with 4 different doctors. It took my female doctor and it took 2 female doctors and guy doctors. And in between, I had to deal with cavities as well. My mouth cost so much money. My mom was so mad at me because I wasted all her money because I would not brush my teeth. My teeth were yellow for a really long time. So they didn't put me under for the root canal. They gave me this thing that they called laughing gas, which made me a little uncomfortable because I was a huge Batman fan, and laughing gas was a thing that Joker used. But they told me it was just supposed to make me relax, and it did. I even fell asleep through one of my fillings, which has never happened before. My root canal took 5 appointments because my tooth had 5 nerves in it. It was one of the molars, which they usually have 4 nerves, but mine had an extra one because when they were taking out the 4th one and they finally got it out, I still felt pain in that tooth. And like these appointments were like 2 months apart. It was annoying. And my 5th one was when I was 21, when they finally put in the cap. Because obviously my root canal also needed a crown, so there was that too. So now I feel 2 smooth teeth in my mouth. I did have to get braces once, but that's not a huge story. But I forgot to mention, when I got that tooth pulled out of my mouth, the one that was chipped, I went to school that day. I went to the after school thing I wanted to go to, and that's where I met Ava. Well, we actually knew each other, but we were really good friends, and how she found out about my YouTube channel was that day. There was still blood going on. So yeah, I didn't have any really big surgeries, but I do have some conditions that I can talk about, and I would love to talk about my school uniforms and all that stuff. So if you guys want to see more, please make sure to leave a like before you go. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'm putting videos out every single week. And as always, I'll see you guys soon. Bye! Take a bite.